I would like to welcome you to the graduation ceremony of Cadet Class 2020-1. Please be sure to silence your cell phones and help us celebrate safety by maintaining social distancing during this event. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the presentation of Class 2020-1. Please welcome Sergeant Larry Warren as he presents Class 2020-1.
Class 2020-1! 1, 2, 2.
Thank you to our longtime friends and partner, the El Jabel Pipe and Drum Band. We are grateful to have you join us and continue the decades-long tradition of your performance at our graduation ceremonies. Please remain standing for the presentation of colors and our national anthem. Honor Guard. Officers, present arms. Please welcome Trooper Kelly Siegfried to perform the national anthem. Order, arms. To present our invocation, Chief Chaplain Babcock. Please remain standing.
Distinguished guests, speakers, and Chief, thank you for the opportunity to bring this invocation for this great class. To the graduating cadets, congratulations. It's taken a long time for you to get here, a fact that you are painfully aware of. It's not the same world it was in January of 2020, but there's exciting opportunities that these changes can bring. Many fear the future, and to some degree with good reason, but never forget, now is all you have, and that is enough. As Friedrich von Schiller said, he who throws away the present moment throws away all he has. Fear is a natural part of humanity. It is a tool and should be looked at as such. But not the only tool you have. Look at the training you have received these past months. It's second to none. And that is what you rely upon. Never forget, fear, never discount it. I love what Nelson Mandela said on the subject. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. We all have fears of some kind, and we all must face them. We all have different spiritual beliefs, and they all address fear in one way or another. Regardless if you pray to God, Elohim, Allah, Yeshua, or Jesus, or one of the other deities, seek first to set your spiritual alignment with the rest of your person, which in turn will allow you to conquer your fears. Will you please join me in prayer? Gracious and loving Heavenly Father, I beseech you to rain down your blessings on this honorable ceremony, commemorating the hard work, perseverance of these men and women, as they join a team of great people who now patrol our state. Watch over every member of the Colorado State Patrol, bring everyone home safely and uneventfully. Guide us with your wisdom, your patience, and your knowledge. Help us to see the beauty in our diversity. Help us to embrace our differences, and most of all, help us to love each other as you have desired. We thank you for all that you will provide and will provide. Now guide us in honoring these men and women, for it's in Christ's name I pray. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Due to the COVID situation we're in, and for us to be able to hold this today, we do need to require everybody to wear masks. So I appreciate it if everybody could put their masks on while we have the presentations. It is now my honor to introduce you to Colonel Matthew Packard, Chief of the Colorado State Patrol.
How's that? A little bit better. All right. Well, this is what we do, cadets. We adapt, things turn, we go the other way, and we figure it out. So thank you very much for being here today. Thank you for being here to help us celebrate and recognize these 29 men and women who, I think it's safe to say, have been through a lot. It's been quite a cadet class, quite an experience, certainly longer than most. And the fact that we're all here today, you're all here today to help us celebrate that achievement means the world to me personally, and I know it means a lot to them. Thank you for helping us zigzag through the different requirements based on what's going on in our world today. But as I told them this morning, what's going on in the world does not at all in any way take away from the specialness of this day and how important today is, not only for them as individuals, but for us as an organization and truly for our state. Today is a tremendous achievement, and it's about your achievement. So congratulations. Let's give them a round of applause for what they've been able to pull off. Thank you very much. Truly an exciting day, their day. The rest of us will benefit for years and decades to come. I'd like to take a few moments to introduce some folks that are here to help us celebrate today. First, I'd like to introduce from the Governor's Cabinet, the Executive Director of the Department of Public Safety and my boss, Mr. Stan Hilke. To my right, Deputy Executive Director of the Department of Public Safety, Ms. Jana Locke. The Executive Command Staff of the Colorado State Patrol, from Region 3, Lieutenant Colonel Barry Bratt. Our Chief of Staff, Ms. Sarah Allen. From Region 1, Lieutenant Colonel John Barba. And from Region 2, Lieutenant Colonel Josh Downing. And normally this would be the time where I'd introduce our entire command staff, our majors and directors, but to maximize the amount of people that can be here for a cadet's family, I asked them to stay home, much to their chagrin, because this is truly one of our favorite days in the organization, where we get to celebrate this graduation and help send these new troopers out to their post. We do have one representative from the command staff, however, and has been an integral role in this whole process, and to be my privilege to introduce to you Major Jeff Sewell from our Training Services Branch. We are an organization of service, although we are not the only organization of service. And I'd like to take a moment to recognize those of you and those of our cadets and members of the patrol that have served in our nation's armed forces. If you've served as a member of our nation's military, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for your service and your sacrifice. Would you please rise and be recognized by all of the Colorado State Patrol and all of those that are here? There are many that have come before us. In fact, we are just a few days off from our organization's 85th birthday, 85 years of service. And there have been many, many that have come before us and provided the foundation that is our organization. And it might be tough today to find those folks here in the audience, but I'm going to say, just in case, but if there are any retirees of the Colorado State Patrol in the audience, would you please stand and be recognized? And I suspect that I know there are some logged in online as well. But any retirees, well, you're out there online, and I very, very much appreciate your service. One other organization, or group rather, I should say, that I'd like to recognize today is the key to our success. Our profession is one of dedication, it's one of sacrifice, it's one of commitment, and it's one that an individual cannot do by themselves. It truly takes a family, a village, a crew, whatever you want to call it, of people that stand behind the men and women of this organization. Those are our families and friends, truly our support system. And I'm willing to bet that I'm going to get everybody to stand up right now, because if you are a family member or a friend, a supporter of one of these men and women or any other member of this organization, would you please rise for a moment? Thank you for letting us do what we do, for helping us support and serve the state of Colorado. We simply could not do this without you. Thank you very much. So I mentioned that our organization is 85 years old, quite literally almost to the day. And over the course of that time, our organization has frankly continues to save lives. When this cadet class started several weeks ago, and as I address the members of this organization, that's where we start. And in fact, I've asked, when people ask us, what do you do for a living? Our answer is, I work for the Colorado State Patrol. I save lives. That's what this organization is about. And that's what we exist to do, and that's what we strive so very hard to do. And we are willing to serve in extreme circumstances. We are willing to sacrifice our time with our family, our thoughts, so much in furtherance of that mission, because it is truly an important and noble mission. Over the course of our 85 years, however, 30 men and women have paid the ultimate sacrifice. 30 men and women who have lost their lives in service to the people of Colorado. We will never forget their service. We will never forget their sacrifice. And we will follow in their footsteps of service at the highest level in upholding the values of this organization and providing the service that the people of our great state have come to expect of this organization. Would you please join me in listening to the Colorado State Patrol's roll call of honor?
We honor these Colorado State Troopers who have given their lives in the line of duty. Arnold Golzow died June 26, 1941. Wallace McCarty died January 24, 1946. Harold Bechtelheimer died September 14, 1949. Wesley Rosette died January 31, 1951. Melvin Phillips died February 2, 1956. Floyd Gresham died February 2, 1956. Richard Cahallen died September 28, 1957. Richard Edstrom died October 28, 1959. Hiram Short died July 12, 1961. Albert Alcorn died January 23, 1966. Nicholas Carhart died January 23, 1966. Gerald Williams died December 16, 1967. Larry Enlow died January 8, 1968. Thomas Carpenter died December 27, 1973. Richard Ross died July 10, 1974. Michael James died December 18, 1975. Willis Purdy died July 31, 1976. Francis Galvin died May 25, 1979. James Ferris died November 29, 1980. Charles Fry Died September 26, 1987. Joseph Yanostroza. Died December 6, 1989. Lyle Wohlers. Died November 5, 1992. Jason Manspeaker. Died January 23, 2001. Zachariah Templeton. Died October 12, 2007. Molly Tyler. Died November 23, 2012. Taylor Tifo. Died May 23, 2015. Jamie Jersevex. Died November 15th, 2015. Cody Donahue. Died November 25th, 2016. Daniel Groves. Died March 13th, 2019. William Modane. Died June 14th, 2019.
Truly, we will never forget their service and sacrifice. Incredible men and women that build this organization and the strength that it is. So before I turn it over to our class president, I'd like to take a few moments to speak on behalf of the men and women of the organization, and really to each of you, the family members of our cadets, and to our cadets, to talk about what this organization means and what's expected of us today in the years to come. A couple of weeks ago, I had the opportunity to spend some time with the cadets as they were wrapping up their curriculum at the academy not too far away. We talked a lot. We've talked a lot over the course of this graduate academy class about what's going on in the world and the challenges of this profession. And it's easy to focus on some things that perhaps aren't so pleasant. But I would offer to you, and I would offer to our cadets, that today is the first day of an opportunity. Today is an opportunity for us as Colorado State Troopers, as members of a profession, to truly define the way our profession is moving forward. We are on the cusp of change, and change is a good thing. We have an opportunity to lean in and help set an example to our profession across this country. Today, I truly believe is an exciting time to be in a leadership role, to be in a role as a Colorado State Trooper, be a police officer, be a law enforcement officer, a peace officer. We get to be a part of defining our profession. And that doesn't mean that we're starting from scratch. We get to do this by adhering to our organization's core values, our principles, the things that make this organization what it is. We can engage and listen to our communities and hear what they expect of their law enforcement organization and use that insight and that thoughtfulness to drive and build the direction of our organization. In the Colorado State Patrol, we have 3 pillars that we guide off of. One of those is engaging with our communities. And I mean that in sincerity. And our organization believes how important that is. And I would offer to you that we do a lot of work in outreach initiatives. But when we say engage in the communities, cadets, what I mean is you need to go engage in those communities. You need to have thoughtful conversations. Listen to the people that we are here to serve and protect. We can never forget that as law enforcement officers, as peace officers in Colorado, we are a part of the community that we serve. We are a part of the community that we serve, and that can never be lost upon us. We must listen, we must engage, we must share why we do what we do, and be open to insight and thoughtfulness. I will tell you that we have somewhere between 700 and 800 troopers. We're going to get 29 more today in our organization. And that's not enough. They could give me a budget for twice that many, and that would not be enough. As an organization, what we need to do is find ways to multiply our force. And we do that by making friends, by engaging with the community and helping people understand why we are so passionate about what we do as an organization. We work for the Colorado State Patrol, and we save lives. And in order to do that, we must engage and listen to the people whose lives we're saving. So help us do that. Help us find new friends. Help us find people that will say our message of safety, of responsibility in the communities while we're not there. In our organization, we also ask that our members feel empowered. We demand, frankly, that our members are empowered to use their brains. This morning, I talked to our cadets and said they spent the last several weeks going through our curriculum, learning what our academy instructors have to teach. And I would put our staff against any other. It's an incredible training curriculum. But it's not enough. It's only a foundation. They will go out into the field training program and learn more. And through their experiences, they'll continue to learn more. But what I want them to use the most, and I encourage you to encourage them, bring to the patrol what they brought with themselves when they walked through the doors. Each cadet here comes with their own personal experience, their own view on things, their own life's experience. Our organization will be better for your life's experience. So use the foundation that you've learned in the academy and what you'll learn as being a member of this organization, but do not ever let that eclipse the person that you are. As we said already today, we chose you because we believe in you. We know that you have the ability and desire to serve at a higher level. Don't be silent. Speak up and help this organization grow. Help this organization serve at the highest levels we possibly can. We must utilize the value of each of our members. And I look forward to hearing that from you, and however that might come. And I mentioned the 3 pillars. The third pillar that we talk about in our organization is just being visible. And I would ask for you that the family members of our cadets, you're a part of that as well. I mentioned just over 700 troopers. We need to do everything we can to make sure this organization is as visible and frankly as accessible as we possibly can. Not only to the community, but also to each other. Again, this is a challenging profession under any time. And the way we get through these things and we go over obstacles is because we are a family. We mean that in every sense of the word. And families take care of each other. They lift each other up. They're visible to each other. The last several weeks for this group in particular has been a challenge. There's no doubt. I remember being in a meeting with the colonels and when we had to make the decision that we had to close the academy. And I can only imagine what that felt like in their minds. Felt that in your minds when your cadet came home. And I imagine you asked a question, well, when do you go back? And the answer was, I don't know. But they persevered and they've come back. And that's what this organization does. I mentioned this the other day. This profession is challenging. But I recall a conversation with I have a son, I have an 8-year-old son, who's an amazing kid. But like a lot of people, he says, I don't know, I don't want to do that. That seems hard. And my response to him is, well, we do hard things here. That's what we do. And I think that message is very applicable to this group as well. And you've proven you're up for that challenge. What we do is not easy. If it was, anybody would do it. We do hard things here. But the things that we do are worthy of our effort. They're worthy of our commitment, and they are needed. We do hard things because Colorado needs people to stand up and do hard things. And it is my privilege and honor to do those things with you. And know that for all of you and all of you, that this organization will stand behind you and support you as you take on those challenges. But don't forget why you're here. We save lives. You chose the right path. Anybody can turn left. Anybody can turn left for the easy answer. You chose to turn right, to be a state trooper, to serve and give of yourself. And on behalf of the men and women of the Colorado State Patrol and all of the people of Colorado, I thank you so much for taking that on. Your leadership, your perseverance to accomplish this is second to none. And I look forward to serving with you as state troopers. Thank you for your support of these men and women, and thank you for supporting them as they take on this career. And with that, I'm going to get out of your way. Each class, elects their own president. This is a person that is picked based on the leadership that they exhibit, that is looked up to by their classmates, and is ready to take on this responsibility in an already stressful situation. Every class there's one, and this class is no different. And it is my honor to introduce the class of 2020-1 President, Cadet Sutton. Sitton, come on up, President.
Welcome, Command Staff, Executive Director Stan Hilke, Deputy Director Jana Locke, Chief Matthew Packard, Lieutenant Colonel Barry Bratt, Lieutenant Colonel Josh Downing, Lieutenant Colonel John Barba, Chief of Staff Sarah Allen, Lieutenant Colonel Major Jeff Sewell, Academy staff, family, and friends. Hello, cadets. It has been a privilege to serve as the longest tenured State Patrol class president for the COVID cadet class of 2020-1. Before I continue, Senator, are you still here? We're making history as the first class to ever graduate at the Red Rocks Amphitheater. The chief referenced the Beatles performing here. Thank you, sir. No pressure at all. Another packed house. When I started as president, the least appealing part that gave me anguish was to stand before you all and deliver a speech. Just a few short weeks later, that hasn't changed. So I will make this brief. To that end, cadets, it would behoove you to get comfortable, but I wouldn't recommend it. Because you know who has eyes everywhere. 46 weeks ago, we began an incredible journey that would change our lives forever. In this time together, we have experienced the loss of loved ones, a proposal, a marriage, moving, and friendships that will last undoubtedly as long as we do. We have become brothers and sisters. We have shared laughter, and we've shared, memories that we will only share with one another. Thinking back to Hell Week, as we were moving like lightning at half a heartbeat, tripping over one another, unable to open lockers, or even close a door, Alberts. We watched the largest cadet, Mandrill, be carried down the hall on a chair while he balanced a full glass of water. We experienced Code Brown delays, witnessed a cadet apologize to a handrail. Cummings, I hope it forgave you. Heck, we didn't know if we were coming or going most of the time. All that we knew was that we were exhausted and stressed to our absolute limits. Therefore, we learned to have our shower boots and tooth shampoo ready at a moment's notice, because we never knew what we would be called upon to do next. Merriam-Webster defines adversity as a state or instance of serious or continued difficulty or misfortune. This last year for the cadet class of 2020-1 has been a good representation of this definition in so many ways. For 58 weeks, we faced and overcame unprecedented times in our country and state while here at the Academy. Because of COVID, we have been the longest running class ever. We are eagerly awaiting promotions to Master Cadets. Our entire Academy experience was forced to change in ways that no one could have imagined. Just as we were getting our legs under us, we were unexpectedly sent home for 2 months with no more information than, at some point, we will return and resume training. When we returned, we were isolated and separated from one another. We attended distant learning via Zoom, even though we were in classrooms right next to one another. All the while tasked to not drift apart by having mandatory family fun time, keep up the camaraderie, and perform at our very best. We were given training in mask apparel, 6-foot distancing, and specialized spray bottling techniques. This was no easy task for Academy leadership and staff either. They had to adapt rooms, technology, and training to accommodate and comply with COVID restriction requirements placed upon us all. They all deserve a special recognition for all they had to do to make adjustments so that we still receive the highest level and quality training that the Colorado State Patrol is known for, and we thank them for all they have done for us. To our families, you all deserve special recognition and thanks. 72 weeks ago, You agreed to a 6-month commitment and got 9 months instead. You could not have imagined what this commitment would be, but you cared for us, you loved us, you gave us your unquestioning and unending support. Our absence and the things you had to do to hold everything together without us significantly affected your lives. Without your continued love and support, we would not have had the opportunity or success that we've experienced. As difficult as this was for us, it was every bit as difficult for you all. On behalf of my classmates, I thank every one of you all for the sacrifices and support that you have given. I would also like to thank my wife, Marla, and daughters Kylie, Josie, and Madison for all they have done to support me. Being class president was not easy, and it required a lot of extra time and effort, which placed an added strain on my family. You all handled it with such grace, understanding, and love. I couldn't have done it without you. I am blessed. Master Trooper Wallace, 80 weeks ago, you were correct when you told us, and I quote, "You won't get through this on your own, cadets. You will need one another. It'll take every one of you working together to get through this." Whether it was with laughter, sarcasm, or the sweet COVID mustaches, we built one another up when we were sick, disheartened, bruised, broken, or had to make that extra stone house run. Thank you, Cadet Morange. Yet, through the entire adventure, we have been there for one another. We've become a family, and like all families, we have had our internal strife, but we still figured out how to work with one another and remain a family. I personally would like to thank the squad leaders, Megan, Brandon, Joe, and Jason, with all the help they gave me throughout this academy. I thank every cadet as well for stepping up and offering help and encouragement along the way. My job as president would have been impossible without all of your help. We were told it would take grit to make it through this academy. Facing the unknown and the uncertainty takes a special kind of grit, and we all had to dig deep inside ourselves to make it through. No matter what, we must always remember what is important now. Face that challenge and move on to the next one. Regardless of the circumstances and pressures, keep moving forward. Keep fighting. Never give up. No one wants to be in that fight for your life. But the skills, perseverance, determination, and the mental fortitude to keep fighting, which we have learned here, regardless of what we are facing, is what will bring us home safely to our families at the end of every shift. Each graduating class is given a project. Our class project was far more unique than previous classes due to the restrictions that we were under. To me, and I believe I speak for all of us, our project was the most meaningful and rewarding project that we could have received. We were tasked with keeping up the academy grounds, specifically the Colorado Law Enforcement Memorial and Lyle Wohlers Memorial, both of which are located at the academy. Yes, we moaned and groaned when we had to stay late and pull weeds, trim branches, clean the pond, wash paving stones, and perform general upkeep. However, on more than one occasion, I noticed cadets stop and read the names on the memorial and take stock in the legacy of what that area means to all law enforcement and their families. There was a sense of pride every time we cared for the memorial and left it presentable for any and all that would come to visit. It gives more meaning to the Colorado State Patrol motto, "Our family protecting yours," and the sacrifices that have been made in providing that protection. We do not take this commitment lightly, nor can we. We are all proud to be joining this blue family. Chief Packard spoke to us during week 1 after swearing us in as cadets. His message was clear. We are here to save lives. He asked us what our why was. Why did we sign up for this profession? What will keep us going through the difficult times? And what will keep us going when everything else tells us it is easier to stop? I've thought about that speech and what my why is, especially in these uncertain and changing times. I've never seen as much hostility or strife toward one another based on political and personal beliefs. I've never seen as much public contempt for our profession as I have in this past year. Quoting from the Colorado State Patrol Code of Ethics, now perhaps more than ever, our presence is needed to uphold the constitutional rights of all Americans, serve mankind, to safeguard life and property, protect the innocent against deception, the weak against oppression or intimidation, and the peaceful against violence or disorder. The State Patrol is this beacon within our state to do these very things, and the why that has drawn me to this calling. If we do not do this, who will stand watch and protect the innocent and values we all hold so dear? Even those that disrespect and show utter contempt for what we do, they have the right and ability to do so because we help to preserve those rights. Ironic, I know, but they will be the ones who call us when they are in need of protection. And without hesitation, we will be there to perform our duty. As Chief Packard also stated, we have a responsibility as state troopers to protect and preserve these rights we hold so dear. The patrol has set and established some of the highest standards in all of law enforcement. It is our time to go forward and carry this torch. Uphold the valued and time-honored traditions that have made the Colorado State Patrol one of the greatest law enforcement agencies in America. Whether it is stopping speed violations, DUIs, drugs, human trafficking, or simply protecting people from themselves, it all comes back to what we were told in the very beginning. No matter what your why is, we are here to save lives. Cadets, since the start of week 2, 90 weeks ago, Master Trooper Wallace told us, graduation is tomorrow. Such a distant, almost incomprehensible tomorrow. Throughout the academy, we heard repeatedly, graduation is tomorrow, cadets. It will be here in a blink of an eye. Even when graduation was 2 months of tomorrows ago, it was just a hard warning of the challenges and uncertainties that we will undoubtedly face and have to overcome at times in the career we've chosen. And yes, cadets, we chose this. But cadets, graduation is no longer tomorrow. And just to confirm, tomorrow has finally arrived, and it is here today. Congratulations, cadets, for we are cadets no more. Today, we graduate, and today, we are finally troopers of the Colorado State Patrol. We've faced a lot of adversity through this time. 29 of us were sent home without warning, but 29 of us returned, resilient and ready to face whatever challenges would be thrown at us. We relied on one another to persevere and overcome these uncertain times. We did it together, and there is no one I would have rather done it with the 28 of you at my side, my brothers and sisters in arms. Thank you, families, cadets, instructors, and command staff. God bless. At this time, the cadet class of 2020-1 would like to present a gift to Major Sewell and Captain Domenico. Cadet Piscatelli and Cadet Avila, will you please get that gift?
Cadet Sitton, thank you for your inspiring words. Major Sewell will now facilitate the presentation of the awards.
Before the award presentation, they make the mistake of giving me the mic and being able to say a few words. First of all, thank you all for being here. This was no easy feat by the staff and the cadets to make this happen. At one point, we were discussing graduation being in our front parking lot. And so to be here today is incredible. The last graduation, I thought about having intro music for myself, and I really dropped the ball being at Red Rocks Amphitheater and not having intro music. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for those that logged in to celebrate this, because as the chief said, we should not be diminishing the success of these cadets in any way. But I do have some words to say. Before we present the awards to some of you in this class, I wanted to take a minute and on behalf of the entire training staff at the Colorado State Patrol Academy, congratulate all of you for your tremendous accomplishment of successfully completing your training and becoming Colorado State Troopers today. This is your day to shine. Do not tarnish what you have accomplished by losing sight of who you are when you don our uniform and our badge. What you have chosen to do is a mission, a calling no less. As guardians of public safety, do not take the inherent roles and responsibility of this noble and distinguished undertaking lightly. You have heard Chief Packard speak about the members of the Colorado State Patrol saving lives. You now have that shared responsibility to go out to different locations across the state of Colorado to save lives every day. You will save many lives, and it will be by putting your own on the line, because that is what we have been called to do. You will be called upon to accomplish what exceeds the bounds of what any human in our society should have to endure. And yet, you now have the tools and knowledge to react and perform with the utmost professionalism that your mission requires. Go forth to serve your communities with all the pride that you can muster, and recognize that so many values of your commitment to the law enforcement profession calls for being the wonderful sons and daughters, family members, friends, and neighbors you already are within the community you serve. I told you this before, whether it's while wearing this uniform or when you are off duty, always remember to treat those you encounter as you wish to be treated. Treat them the way you would want your family to be treated, and offer them the same protections you would give your own family. Do the right thing for the right reason, and never forget our core values that you have emulated during your 26-week academy: honor, duty, and respect. On behalf of the entire training staff at the Colorado State Patrol Academy, congratulations to each and every one of you, and welcome to the family. Now for the awards. The Colorado State Patrol has a long tradition for awarding those cadets who display the drive and commitment to be a leader during their time in the academy. This group of men and women met 34 weeks ago, cadets sitting. They didn't know each other, and they were quickly thrown into a situation where they had to rely on each other to be successful. While teamwork is an essential part of being successful in our academy, effective teamwork cannot occur without members choosing to step up and lead from the front. Captain Rocco Domenico will now present individual awards to those cadets who took that challenge, stepped up, and excelled in the following disciplines: physical fitness, defensive tactics and arrest control, firearms, crash investigation, emergency vehicle operations control, academics, and leadership. Captain Domenico, the podium is yours.
I'd like to go ahead and start announcing the first award. This first award will be presented, it's the Crash Investigation Award, will be presented by Trooper Bonnie Collins. This award is being presented to the cadet who has achieved the highest marks academically and has also shown outstanding proficiency in crash investigation. I am proud to announce this award for Cadet Joseph Piscatelli. The next award will be for the Defensive Tactics and Arrest Control Award. This will be presented by Trooper Kyle Titu. This award is being presented to the cadet who has demonstrated the highest level of proficiency on the written test and has shown remarkable performance during the 2 demanding weeks of arrest control and defensive tactics training. I am proud to announce this award for Cadet Jason Burr. The next award is for the Emergency Vehicle Operation Course, and this will be presented by Trooper Jonathan Smith. This award is being presented to the cadet who has demonstrated excellence in the challenges of the Emergency Vehicle Operation Course. This cadet received a high score on his written final and was able to complete the skills course in 3 minutes and 12 seconds with no errors. I'm proud to announce this award for Cadet Chance Roth. The next award will be for the Firearms Award, and this will be presented by Trooper Rich Krantz. This award is being given to the cadet who has demonstrated high performance in both academics and practical shooting exercises. This cadet has shown excellence in basic firearms fundamentals, moving, shooting, and timed shooting events. I am proud to announce this award for Cadet Jeffrey Gephardt. The next award is the Physical Fitness Award, and this will be presented by Trooper Brittany Wheeler. This award is being presented to the cadet who has demonstrated excellence as a tactical athlete. The cadet exemplifies fitness through leadership by example, has inspired others, and is a coach to some. I am proud to announce this award for Cadet Jason Burr. The next award with the Academics Award, and this will be presented by Ms. Janice Wortham. The Academic Achievement Award is for the cadet who has received the highest overall grade in the Basic Academy. The assessments included written exams, homeworks, and assignments. This year's award will be presented to two cadets that both had received a tying score of 1,019 points out of a possible 1,200-point program. I am proud to announce this award for Cadet Megan Bruntz and Cadet Joseph Piscatelli. Our final award is the Leadership Award, and it will be presented by Master Trooper Ken Wallace. This award is being presented to the cadet who has demonstrated strong leadership throughout this academy. As the saying goes, the one true constant is change. There was change on how this class received their academic training, how they performed their skills, and even how they ate in the dining hall. Through it all, this cadet provided guidance to ensure everyone succeeded. It is my honor to announce this award to the 2021 class president, Robert Sitton. I'd like to do one more round of applause for all of our award winners today. I'll now turn over the podium to Chief Packard.
Thank you, Captain Domenico, and congratulations to all of our award winners. To be recognized as a standout in those categories in a group of standouts is something that's truly remarkable. So congratulations to each of you for your awards. Before we move to the next step of our ceremony today, I do want to take a moment and pause and say thanks to a group of people that have worked incredibly hard over, Cadet Sitton, was it 80 weeks? Something like that? You know, not to take away anything from the accomplishment and the perseverance of our staff, of our cadets, because what they've done is tremendous. But I feel it appropriate to recognize the service of our staff, specifically at the Training Services Branch. And while our cadets worked many long hours, staying late into the evening, working on skills, Our staff did the same, and then many times stayed after to evaluate that training, to plan for the next day. In this class in particular, a few curveballs were thrown your way. So Major Sewell, Captain Domenico, Sergeant Warren's here. I know Sergeant Copley recently transferred, Master Trooper Wallace, to all of our staff. Thank you very much for your perseverance, for your commitment to building the next generation of the Colorado State Patrol. Thank you very much for your service and your dedication. So now we're getting to the best part of the ceremony. We're going to make officially some troopers. So I'm going to ask Lieutenant Colonel Bratt to come up, and he's going to read the names of our cadets as we're getting ready to issue them their badges. And Lieutenant Colonels Barba and Downing will be also here to present their badges. I'll have the opportunity to pin them on, with one notable exception here, right, Corporal Nichols? But before we do that, we'll talk about what that badge means. And it's certainly a symbol of authority, and it carries with it a tremendous amount of responsibility. But our badge is unique. It's very unique. It means a lot to the men and women of this organization. So before we hand them out, would you please listen with me to the meaning of our badge?
You are about to be invested with the badge of authority of our organization, the Colorado State Patrol. But we wish to remind you that it symbolizes far more than authority to us. You will note that it has 7 points. 7 was regarded by the Greeks, Jews, and Etruscans as the number of perfection. We consider our badge a perfect star. Each point of our badge represents one of the tenets that make up the ideology of the police profession. The points at the top might well represent character and integrity. Character is that quality of moral constitution and moral strength that furnishes the fiber upon which an organization can build. It is that quality obtained through self-discipline of the individual that furnishes moral vigor and stability. Integrity is that moral soundness from corrupting influence that guarantees the strict fulfillment of the duties and trust placed on you by your friends, the public, and your department. At each side supporting these are the points representing the tenets of knowledge and judgment. Knowledge is not only the acquaintance with facts and laws that you obtain through your schooling, but it represents an awareness and understanding which you will acquire through the performance of your everyday duties. Judgment is the ability to apply your knowledge and training to the best advantage of all concerned in any given situation. Upholding these are the tenets of honor and loyalty. Honor is that strict adherence to principles considered right by our organization that has won us a good reputation throughout the state and the nation. Loyalty is that quality of faithful adherence to the objectives and precepts of our organization. Loyalty to oneself and to every member of our organization. Sustaining these is the tenet of courtesy. Courtesy inspired the original motto of our organization, "Be courteous but firm." Maintaining these points is the replica of the Great Seal of our beloved state. At the top, the mystic triangle with the eye is the fringe of the sun's rays, which signify the creator of the universe, and that he is the supreme builder. The triangle itself stands for perfection, and is the symbol of the deity. The all-seeing eye denotes the ever-watchful providence and power of God. His eternal glory is set forth in the rays of the sun. The Holy Trinity, made up of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, is represented by the form of the equilateral triangle. Below the crest and above the shield is a scroll, the Roman fasces, symbolizing strength through unity. At the top of the heraldic shield are 3 snow-capped mountains, above surrounding clouds. Upon the lower part thereof, upon a golden ground, is imaged a miner's pick and mallet crossed. Below is the state motto, Nil sine numine, meaning nothing without divine providence. Etched in each point of the star is the state flower, the white and lavender columbine. This badge is always worn on the left side of our uniform, close to our heart. We hope and trust you will always wear this badge with character, integrity, knowledge, judgment, honor, loyalty, and courtesy to yourself and to our organization, the Colorado State Patrol.
Good morning. As I call the names and your cadet, soon-to-be troopers, comes across the stage, yeller, holler, scream, let them know you're out there. This is your day. Robert Sitton. Joseph Piscatelli. Ray Dessel, Avila. Levi Hagerot. Trent Howard. John Morange. Parker Root. Chance Roth. Jason Burr. Adrian Alberts. Kellen Hogan. Vincent Moscardino. Nathan Post. Richard Root. Kyle Schubert. Brandon Cummings. Jeffrey Gebhardt. Dylan Miller. Camden Nichols. Pinning on Camden's badge is his father, Colorado State Patrol Corporal Wayne Nichols. David Sander. Ryan Tucker. Natalie Zaleski. Megan Bruntz. Ronald Anderson. Zachary Douglas. Kyle Griffin. Keeler Kramer. Jeremiah Patterson. Charles Mandrill.
One more time, our 29 newest Colorado State Troopers. Hey, congratulations. It is truly my honor and privilege to serve this great state with each of you, and I look forward to doing it for years to come. Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the end of our ceremony today. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of this special day. Your support of these men and women and of our organization means more than we will ever be able to express. Take advantage of this beautiful venue. Take all the pictures you can. Be with your cadet. Be with your trooper. And help us send them off on their way. Troopers, again, thank you for what you've taken on. Thank you for your commitment. Thank you for your continued leadership within our organization, with our state. Your honor is in our keeping. Guard it well. Master Trooper Wallace, please take charge and dismiss the class.